Hello everyone, welcome back, and I'm going to be telling you about plans for the Camaro. Now, some things that I've already done to the car was over the winter time, I rebuilt the whole front end, and believe it or not, it still had the factory upper and lower ball joints and bushings. So right there, this car was a death trap, pretty much, for the most part. As I was rebuilding the front end of it, I put in new UMI Performance lowering springs that drop the front end 2 inches, all new tie rod ends, basically everything you could think of on the front end, because when you're down there, might as well do it. But even before all that, when I was in my early 20s, I kind of blew a transmission in it, and then it sat for years in my dad's backyard. Then finally, once I got older, I was able to afford another rebuilt transmission, and then I really started digging into this car. So now she actually moves under her own power. Timing is a bit off, but I finally was able to get her to do some burnouts. So
Atta girl.
Fortunately, yes, it is a one-legger, so I do have a posi rear end laying around the shop that I plan on switching out soon. Same with new leaf springs in the back, air shocks, and all that good stuff. But the only thing is, in the back, yeah, the frame does have a little bit of rot. Not too bad. It can be fixed, hopefully for not too much money. Usually at the end of the frame, right by the shackle, it likes to rot out a bit. I read that it's a common thing, especially for cars in New England, the Rust Belt, all that stuff, that the frames, well, like any car around here that's old, will rot out on you. So I'm just going to give you a walk around of what I have to work with right now. As you can see, she's not in the best of shape. Paint, a little bit of fading, some chips. But with the old rattle can, I'm pretty sure fix that right up. But walking around it, got some mud. Don't mind all junk in there. I do have a nice, decent rot spot right here. Pretty sure put a patch on that one of these days. Definitely need a new corner part of the spoiler. Taillight's a bit cracked. I can't get into the trunk because I kind of lost the keys for this a while back when they was sitting. There's still a lot more I have to do to this car, like the wheels are not properly aligned after I rebuilt the front end. They're more misaligned than my cousin's front teeth, so I'll get on that soon. If you look, I don't know if you can see or not, but that's the frame rot right there. It's a bit rough, but apparently she's salvageable from what someone has told me. I don't know, I'm not a welder, but I'm sure a couple $100 can fix that. Here's a posi rear end. I think it has 273 gears, a typical stock rear end gear ratio for the Camaro at the time. But I might try to find some gears that are more suitable for smoky burnouts and all that kind of fun stuff. But like 373, maybe something a little bit lower for highway cruising as well. You know, good gear ratio, let me know. The only downside about these Camaros is that in order to pop the hood, you got basically bench press the hood open. There we are. To get to your engine. Whew. But your typical small block 350. And yeah. Demon carb like you usually find at like Advance Auto or anywhere like that. She might be spitting some fuel or something, but that's for another time. One thing I have to do to this motor, it's definitely the timing. I'm pretty sure it is way off because when I give her the gas, she definitely likes to hop, skip, and pop, but then she takes off. I did notice the other day the radiator was starting to leak though, somewhere down below. Let's see. There's a little bit of wetness. It's not from the beer can being down there. It's gotta be somewhere down there, but the radiator definitely has to go. This motor's definitely a mess. I mean, it's just little things like this whole dipstick tube. I mean, it's not in place. It's a bit broken, but yeah. The interior looks like an angry raccoon actually went through here. There is holes in the seat. I haven't been in the trunk, but I'm pretty sure there's a mouse nest in there. The seats are a bit torn up. Don't even want to look underneath there. And passenger seat's not too bad. In the back, a bunch of other junk. Those two masks right there are probably worth more than my car right now during this whole coronavirus crisis. Got a nice B&M ratchet shifter. And to get in, steering wheel's a bit off as well. If you look, the gauges, it's your typical, average gauge cluster set with the fuel, big old fuel tank, no tachometer, speedometer only goes up to 85, your oil light, battery light, and a bunch of other lights. Oh, other lights that probably don't work. It does have a radio, but I think the mice got to the wires because it is a mess in there. Once was a tachometer right there at one point, but it's gone now. Dash is a bit cracked. Look up top, no headliner, so more room for stickers, I guess. I also forgot to mention there are things that don't work on this, like apparently the gas gauge, because I definitely have a full tank and it never wants to go up anymore. It comes back every now and again, but other than that, there's no dash lights that work on it. So if I'm driving at night, can't tell how fast I'm going, can't really tell anything. So you just gotta wing it at that point. See that? No gauges, can't see anything. Sweet. I do have that gauge cluster to replace with that one. It's not bad. I've never seen white gauges before. It must be an aftermarket thing. If you're a Camaro expert and you're watching this, let me know down in the comments. But it's not bad. Just looking at it. Temp gauge, rev counter, speedometer, fuel gauge that hopefully works, voltage. The only thing is I don't see anything for the turn signals like in this one. So right there and there. But it's not too bad of a car. The inside's a bit rough. Everything's flaking. The bulb's burnt out. And got a bunch of other junk. Ooh, we have Ted Nugent. That's right. There's my old Ramones CD. A bit moldy, but I'm sure she plays just fine. Like, there, let's try starting her up. Couple pumps. After like 37 pumps, she definitely starts up, but even though I definitely have a full tank, I filled it up a couple days ago and still nothing, so I gotta figure that out. Because you don't want a guy to go empty. She runs pretty decent, even though the timing is way off. She smells a bit rich. Driving this, it's a lot better since I replaced everything in the front end, but due to lowering springs, I gotta figure out why the tires rub more than my thighs do every time I hit a bump. I'm pretty sure the car was definitely in an accident at one time as well, because if you look, small places like right here, that's a blue. Blue? Oh yeah. Looks a bit blue or silver or something. So that either means this car was smacked pretty good on the side, or I have no idea the history behind this car. So it's probably one more fun thing I'll find out about this when I start tearing into her more and more. But for $1,500, I guess you get what you pay for. She's been a pretty decent car. But now it's time to actually put some wrench work into her. But just like anyone else that has a hoopty old ratty muscle car that they pulled out of their backyard or picked up on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, anywhere you can find an old ratty looking car, you have big dreams for it. So mine right now, get it going, fix it up, try to run 13s at Lebanon Valley Dragway if this whole coronavirus, whatever, opens the track back up. Since right now I am stuck in the garage doing nothing. But good thing is that my budget for my YouTube videos have gone up. So now I have about $15.38. That budget will probably go to the Camaro, other projects I have laying around the shop, and also road sodas. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe. It'd really help. I guess until next time, YouTube. So I guess I am out.